episode 113 of Top Rope Reality. This big SummerSlam NXT Takeover weekend.
Brooklyn 2. It's their WrestleMania
of NXT.
Why is it their SummerSlam of NXT?
It should be their SummerSlam NXT.
Because don't they do a show before?
Yes.
They do a show before they come to WrestleMania, don't they?
Yes.
So confusing. But I guess it's because that was their first big takeover where they left.
Where they left full
They
sail.
left Full Sail.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why this is their WrestleMania.
I would say so.
But we've got a lot of stuff to go over.
We do. A lot of results. Not very much news. I mean, the news is kind of lackluster.
Yes, we're doing this on Saturday night, so we don't have anything for SummerSlam yet, so we'll do that on 1/14. But we have...
Well, I mean, they have 10 big matches for the pay-per-view and 3 kickoff matches.
Really?
Yes.
I've not seen this.
They have packed on the matches for SummerSlam.
They need to.
More wrestling, less jabbing.
They need to because, ladies and gentlemen, it is a show that has both brands on it, so they need to be big.
Yes.
You know, on a brand-only, one brand-only show, they could do 8 matches and get away with that.
Right.
But on a pay-per-view, they need to do 10,
well,
12,
Raw
whatever.
has the advantage,
right?
yes. They do.
Of course they do.
Because they've added a 12, they have the 12-man tag again, they handle SmackDown Live. That's re-added to the kickoff show.
With the tag teams?
All the tag teams, yeah.
Huh.
They've added Sami Zayn and Neville taking on the Dudley Boys. And they
Why not Neville and Sin Cara again?
Maybe so.
Why is Sami Zayn in a tag match? Come on, y'all.
I guess they're just doing it to get him on the cards. That's what they're trying to do. And then they moved the first match of the Best of 7 series to a kickoff.
Are you serious? Come on, y'all. Don't. You might already make it look like it's not important by putting it on a pre-show.
No.
And you're going to make Cesaro pissed.
Yeah, like
Sheamus does not like to be on a pre-show. We found that out when he fought Daniel Bryan in the pre-show. Remember?
Yes. Well, let's get started with some breaking news.
We got huge breaking news. People
failing
getting in trouble.
The wellness policy. Not 1.
Not 2.
But 3 within 2 days of each other.
And apparently they knew about one of them on the same day that the 2 popped up. And it looked convenient that 2 of them happened to be dating at the time. And both supposedly disgruntled employees.
Always disgruntled employees.
But they said neither one of them got popped for the same thing. So that's also a good thing.
Yeah.
Because if they got popped for the same thing, I would have thought maybe they went to the same party or they would got from the same
candy.
Nose candy. The book of sugar. The book of sugar.
But, yeah, we have Alberto Del Rio, who, as I keep talking, could be, since he wants to get out in September, maybe, he may be gone.
His last match would have been against John Cena, which was his first match when he came back.
Yes.
It's like they planned it.
Very weird.
But he had a very lackluster push this time around. I mean, from what I'm understanding, Triple H is not a fan of him, and Vince was the one that wants to push him, and Triple H is against it. So maybe that's why all that's kind of gone downhill. But his girlfriend, Paige, also got busted on the wellness policy. We don't know what either one of them got busted for, but we do know the third person is all red everything. Miss Eva Marie, and her boyfriend said that it will make everybody outraged by the time they find out what it is, and it was Adderall again.
But when he said that, he quickly pulled that little tweet off.
I wonder why, because Eva Marie probably said, "You're going to make me lose my job."
Yeah, you dummy.
But from now I'm understanding, Adam Rose was a form of Adderall. Roman Reigns was Adderall, and now Eva Marie. Now, why are all these people needing Adderall that are working for WWE? So maybe they need to dissect that a little further and say, why do our employees need Adderall? Because Adderall is for ADHD and things of that nature.
ADD
and all that kind of stuff. Yes. So why are all of our employees needing that? Maybe they need to research that. And, they do all these tests for the brain and the heart and all this. Maybe they need to test that and see if, are they using it as an upper? Are they using it as a downer? Are they? Because
probably using an upper to keep going the schedule they got.
Right. So we're about to have a visitor.
Maybe
not. But they need to look into that. Like, okay, why are they doing this? Because if it's a constant thing, 3 people in a row like that, then
I've heard rumors there could be more. Maybe they're waiting after SummerSlam. We can get over it.
Exactly. But it is weird that, most of the time when they do suspensions, they say effective immediately.
Yeah.
They announced Paige and Del Rio and did not make it effective until 2 days later.
Well, that's the next day. They did Wednesday and they said Thursday.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're right.
Why not the day
That's
of?
what I was telling my lovely wife. Usually when they bust you,
They say the
you are
day
done.
it was busted.
Yeah.
The day they announce it to the
Starts
public.
tomorrow. Okay.
I don't know why they pushed it back like that, unless
No.
they're looking at it from a date standpoint of what they want to come up with this. I don't know if it needs to land on a certain date for Del Rio's thing so he could just leave. I don't know. But Eva Marie said that the reason she got suspended was not really the Adderall, but not sending in correct paperwork in the allotted amount of time that WWE Medical felt was necessary.
Right.
So basically, to show she had a prescription for it, she did not quickly enough give them the paperwork, which makes you look guilty.
It does.
Makes you look like you don't need the prescription.
Yeah, if you're waiting, you
Either that or Roman Reigns said, look, I don't need this anymore. I can't get in more trouble. Here you go. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But are they all three
They
getting
won't
it?
test you.
Remember how back in the day that a bunch of them got suspended, like 12 in one day, because they were all getting some from that same doctor that they got busted and went to jail?
Yes.
Are all three people that got busted for Adderall getting it from the same doctor?
Could be.
Adam Rose and Roman Reigns and even Marie. I'm just speculating. I'm
Yeah.
not saying anything against
It's
Adderall.
it's just your opinion.
It just
Don't know-
looks
Don't know if
suspicious.
it's fact or nothing. Right. It just looks suspicious.
They may all three have a good reason to have it, but
Yeah.
how long did all three of them work there? And while they were in NXT, they were getting drug tested then.
Yeah.
Why weren't they using Adderall in NXT?
Mhm.
Why are they only getting in trouble for Adderall now on the main roster?
You're right.
Why all of a sudden are they having to use Adderall?
If you need Adderall, the doctor should have all your prescriptions, everything like that. You should have been cleared and
Right.
know that you're taking this amount.
Why would
So-
you have not been using Adderall the moment before you started working for the WWE? Why do you need it after you started working? All this stuff needs to be investigated. All this stuff needs to be looked at of why all of a sudden they need Adderall.
Well, they're part-timers, they don't have to worry about it, so.
That's true. Randy Orton said that his Brock Lesnar schedule is unfair.
Yes, he did. I didn't write that down, but yeah.
You didn't write it down, but
I saw
I got
that
it in the
there.
brain.
It is. What's he work? He'll be done Sunday and probably won't be back till the first of the year.
That's true.
Or maybe hit one of the two before the end of the year.
true.
Maybe Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, then Royal Rumble. But
Yes.
also in breaking news, could be
Don't know
breaking
yet.
news. It could be an angle. If it's not filmed for television, if it's not on television, we know it could actually be true.
Been at the one night
One night onlys, and one night only they don't do storylines because it's just a one night only thing.
Right.
So I'm thinking it was for the live crowd if it is true. But they're saying James Storm could be done with TNA. But weird thing is when he went there, he signed a multi-year deal. He hasn't been there that long.
Or did he?
Or did we get wrong information when they
Right.
put it out there?
Right.
Because he said he's done with his obligations and he's ready to leave. Here's my thing.
Unless he has it out in his clause like Del Rio has it out in his clause.
Here's my thing though. Remember when he went back and he said he had unfinished business in TNA?
Yes.
If you really look at what he's done in TNA since he went back, what business did he finish? Because he hasn't done anything.
He told his former tag team partner Bobby Roode how good it was in NXT and he left.
So now what we're reading is that James Storm in the promo said that he was done with his obligations with TNA, he was leaving, and he could possibly be teaming with his partner soon. Here's my thing though. Just now watching part of Back to Brooklyn results from TakeOver, Bobby Roode don't need a tag team partner.
Nope.
Austin Aries and Bobby Roode were both tag team partners at one time, so if anything, you put them two back together. James Storm needs to be a singles wrestler, unless they finally got Chris Harris in good shape. Unless he
That'd be
finds...
interesting.
I mean, he may have the same problem Chris Harris is... I mean, not Chris Harris. Maybe the same problem that Chris Hero's got. Maybe
yeah.
he's got the thyroid problem.
Yeah, you may have the thyroid problem. But yeah, we have to wait. It's a wait and see game.
It is.
Because they tape so far in advance, so I think they're pretty much taped up to Bound for Glory. So.
Probably. But that's going to be very interesting. But up next, we've got the Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. That's a big number right there. Tell me what that number is.
That number is 14.
14! They've been around for a long time. So in the first match, we've got...
Look back here and it's right there.
I know. I was like, why are you looking back there?
It's back here. It's
front nerd.
14.
What a front nerd. See, we're supposed to be focused on the camera for those people
Right.
out there in YouTube world. So if you look through the screen, it looks like you're still looking at them.
That's
I'm
true.
like, why are you looking away from the camera? But anyway, First match was a four corners match to determine.
I can't tell that one.
Right.
It's a bright little picture.
To determine the number one contender to the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. Television. Because when I saw a promo afterward, I'm getting attacked. Afterwards, after this match, I thought it was a number one contendership for the world title. And I was like, whoa, he jumped up. He jumped up quick. But ladies and gentlemen, Lio Rush, who's the winner of, what is their daggone thing? It's their big tournament.
They have a big tournament? I don't know.
They have a big tournament to name their next Ring of Honor contract. He won a Ring of Honor contract. And the winner of this match actually won it the year before. So Lio Rush, the winner of this year's contract, can't remember the name of their tournament thing, versus Jay White, versus Donovan Dijak, versus Kamadachi.
Kamadachi.
Oh, Lord. Oh, boy.
Kamadachi.
But your winner is the winner of the last year's contract winning thing, and I really need to research that.
You do.
Donovan Dijak. Got him on Facebook. Nice guy. And he is accompanied to the ring by Prince Nana.
Prince Nana, I remember Donovan Dijak. He put him like footloose out of the ring a while.
He did. So the push is going. It's like one big guy leaves, so let's get the push to the next big guy, right? What do we got in the second match? Because you got a way worse name to say.
We got Silas Young, the real man's man.
I would just say the last man.
The last man on Earth.
No, I'm saying the last name of the other guy.
Oh, Shibata.
Shibata. See, that's where I was going with that. Because the first name, you ain't going to get it.
Well, Young did not win against Shibata. Shibata picked up the win at Death before Dishonor.
But they do these shows on Fridays, and I can't watch these pay-per-views on Fridays, so I don't know what's going on. But the third match was the Bullet Club. I don't know if that means...
6-man.
So was it Kenny
Omega?
Omega?
Didn't have all the people in there.
So you don't know who it was? Because
I know it was Tonga and
oh, really?
And one of the other ones. And some
was it his brother? Tonga Leo or whatever his name is? The one
I know, we got a lot of information on him.
Sorry. He didn't break it down on the name.
Hey, they didn't break it down for me on the name. They just get that. Boom, boom.
I didn't know if it was what you call it. I couldn't tell if they're... what's the Young Bucks?
Nope.
They weren't on the show at all. Maybe they're in...
It was two of the ones, and then I think a Japanese dude.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese guy.
Taking on Trent Beretta and whoever his partner is and the Japanese dude.
Yeah, I don't know who Chaos is, but Chaos won against the Bullet Club. I'm assuming Bullet Club was probably Tama Tonga and his brother, which are the sons of Haku, and then the Japanese guy.
Yes.
Probably the third guy.
Yes.
So that's good, because usually it's always Young Bucks, Young Bucks, Young Bucks. So that's good they gave another a chance for some of these other guys in the Bullet Club to come.
If it had been Young Bucks, they probably would have won.
Oh, of course.
But our next match was Anything Goes match as Hangman Page took on Jay Briscoe.
Yes, they apparently took Adam off his name because I believe he also joined Bullet Club.
Did he also do
I think he did.
No wonder. Well, they already got one out.
They got an Adam Cole,
yes.
So you gotta have to, and Adam Page is a little confusing.
Hangman Page.
But as far as I remember, I think around the same time Adam Cole went in, that Page went in as well.
I think you're right. I think he went in the next week.
Yeah, right around the same tapings.
But yeah, Adam Hangman Page.
I think I remember making a big deal about there being two Adams joining at the same time.
Picked up the win over Jay Briscoe, which is
Jay's the one that was the champion, right?
Yes.
Usually Mark's always getting beat by everybody, but we'll get to that in a minute because I just looked.
Yes.
Up next, that's so sad. That's a downer. But Dalton Castle with the boys lost to Okada.
The Rainmaker.
Oh, that's the Rain guy.
That's the Rainmaker. Yes, that's the Rainmaker.
Gotcha.
He hit him with the Rainmaker to beat him.
He said he would never wrestle for the WWE.
No,
I think Okada was the one that went to TNA, and they did not know what to do with him. Like most people that TNA has, or did have. They're learning now. They seem to be figuring it out.
Okada will be okay. Every pay-per-view, that's when you ring the money down. Don't ring it down every show he's on. My God, take all that.
Sure, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Unless you do the Monopoly money for fake money. But we were talking about Jay Briscoe, and he never hardly loses. And the other Briscoe that always loses.
Yes.
What do you got next?
We got the Ring of Honor World Television Championship as your champion Bobby Fish took on Mark Briscoe, and Bobby Fish retained the television championship.
So as usual, Mark Briscoe loses.
So Bobby Fish will now have to take on Donovan Dijak.
It's going to be a good match. That's going to be like David versus Goliath there.
Yep.
Because that boy tall, Dijak is a tall boy. Number 7. they have a triple threat tag team match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Your champions, The Addiction, take on Naito and Evil versus Tanahashi and Michael Elgin. And your winner actually did pretty well with those names.
You did.
That's why I don't use the first names.
You were glorious with those names.
Glorious. But yes, the winner and still your tag team champions for Ring of Honor, The Addiction.
Which I would love to see in NXT or on SmackDown.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Because, I mean, Kazarian, your hair's gone, so they won't ask you to cut
That's
it again.
true, they won't ask you to cut that anymore. Probably won't grow back anymore.
You may have a little more pull now, so you never know.
That's true. Now that all these TNA and Ring of Honor guys are going there.
Yeah, all ages. So.
I mean, they are literally, like, it's back when they go in the 80s when Vince plucked everybody from the territories.
Off on a sidetrack here. I saw somebody wrote, okay, like they're making trades, Raw was making trades with TNA, we'll say, we'll take AJ, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, and you can have Damien Sandow,
and Robert.
Drew,
okay,
EC3.
That's true.
I was saying, okay, that's about a fair trade.
That's true.
And the main event for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, your champion Jay Lethal.
For how many guys?
I think it was 427.
Do you ever notice
447.
Do you ever notice when they start talking about the number of days?
He's fourth on the list. It was Joe, Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson, and then Jay Lethal.
You know, I mean, in 14 years, he's number 4. That's pretty doggone good.
Yes.
But you got to think about this. Every time they bring up how many days, it's like a daggone kiss of death.
It is.
Because guess what happened? Go for it.
They lose. And Adam Cole beat Jay Lethal, and his reign has ended.
So your new champion is?
Adam Cole.
Baby!
So then we had a return of Kyle O'Reilly, who showed up and delivered a package powder or a tombstone or something to him, to Cole.
Some kind of powder.
To end the night, holding up the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight titles.
Very good.
Makes you wonder.
Does make you wonder
How they're going to go.
But that looks like where we're going. I mean, Jay Lethal should get a rematch clause.
He should.
But yes, it looks like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly is next, which is good. I mean, I guess
They were former tag team champions.
Yes, they were. I guess Red Dragon's kind of on hold right now since Bobby Fish is a singles champion anyway.
Yeah.
But up next, we just had NXT Takeover back to Brooklyn 2. Literally just got over right before we started filming this.
Yes.
And so...
And again, Triple H, NXT, knocked it out of the park. Again.
So, basically,
Another
SummerSlam has a lot to live up to.
Hey, sure enough.
But with this, there was no other added matches besides this, right?
That was all there was.
All right. So, the debut of Ember Moon. Amber Moon?
Amber, like the fire
like with
Amber.
With the A in it?
Yeah.
Just like Amber, okay.
Yeah.
It's just spelled like
It's Ember.
Ember,
Yeah.
but it's Amber.
I think they call it Ember Moon.
Ember?
That's what it sounds like.
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon, yes.
Ember Moon. Taking on Billie Kay, and of course, as usual in a debut,
Yes, when you make a debut.
Ember Moon won her match with quite an entrance. You said with a red moon.
Yes, the blood moon, and she has red contacts. In her
Ooh,
eyes too.
scary.
So that's gonna work.
It will work.
She's got a look that will work.
I like it. Up next.
Be pretty good to see her and Asuka are down the road sometimes.
Down the road.
Unless Asuka leaves. So.
Ooh.
The next match
Did we not
was.
change? Oh, there we
The
are.
next match was Austin Aries Double E.
A double.
Ooh,
don't get Arn Anderson mad. I've seen it happen.
I've heard about
get
that.
Arn Anderson angry. Okay.
Make sure he gets his money.
Yeah, you better pay that man.
But A double. Take on No Way Jose.
No, wait. Jose.
Crazy hair.
Wait. Jose. It's Carlito meets Adam Rose. No, wait. Jose. Okay.
And your winner was Austin Aries.
We were kind of shocked by this one.
I was shocked by that.
But he won because
They like him?
what happened? Oh Lord.
Because of the new feud starting.
Already, boom, boom.
But
I like
they
when
could
that
have
happens.
waited to the next set of taping.
But it makes it better when it's boom on a live show in front of over 15,000 people. Because his new feud, he's already gotten knocked the mess out by the GTS. What? CM Punk? What?
No,
No, not CM Punk. GTS, with the original creator, Tommy, ladies and gentlemen, has inserted himself into a main feud. And it looks like the next takeover will be...
Unless they do it earlier.
Unless they do it earlier. Sometimes they do it on these tape shows.
I was waiting a while back being Nakamura, Finn Balor at this takeover.
Yes, I did not like it was on a regular show.
So,
that was awful.
So Aries and
but they did give him the whole show that time, I think. They gave him the whole episode.
Yeah, except for Joe, give him one little interview. But the rest was them.
But that's good, though. I mean, but still, it would have been good on a Back to Brooklyn or whatever. But yes, so... Austin Aries and Tommy will be your next big feud. And then up next we have Glorious. Because he will be victorious. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Roode, who got cheered out of the building. They literally cheered him so loud, it almost shot him out of the building. It was insane.
It was glorious.
It was glorious.
It was glorious.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, it was so glorious, he was victorious as he beat Andretti Amos, whatever his name is. It means 100, is all I know.
Yes.
But they booed the mess out of that man. That's all we do know.
Yeah, it's not
so you might as well do a double turn. Unless, since you're in Florida, maybe they'll... Florida's going to pick up on what happened in Brooklyn. They're just going to keep going with it. So you might as well turn Almo's hell. So...
Unless they're done.
Unless them two are done, you separate them. You can still
matter,
make Roode a face, though.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, unless things happen.
That's true. You never know, because we don't know what their next thing is.
We don't know. The tapings haven't been done yet. Up next is the NXT Tag Team title match, and this, my friends, might be the match of the night.
Really?
Yes. We had the Tag Team Champions, the Revival. All fists, no flips.
It's true.
Dash and Dawson taking on the new team of DIY, Do It Yourself.
Not the television network.
No one else does it.
Do it yourself.
That's right. Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, and Tommaso Ciampa. In a grueling false pin match. Back and forth, punches, tags, no tags, making a tag. The referee doesn't see it and makes you go back the olden days of tag team wrestling, where you have to get the tag. You make the hot tag, but the ref goes, nope, calls it off. And the bad guys get to beat your partner up some more.
I like it.
But your winners. In a very good move. In a submission. After taking out the knee of Johnny Wrestling, is the Revival.
Very good.
The two-time.
Up next, the NXT Women's Championship match. Asuka retained her title against Bayley. So, do we see the end of Bayley? Is Bayley coming to SmackDown Live or Raw?
It had the feel
that it was over with. Yeah. Her swan. She's had.
Was in the ring after Asuka left. Standing ovation, giving the wave to the crowd, going hugging because Becky was there, Sasha was there, Charlotte was there.
In the crowd?
She went and hugged them three. They weren't sitting together. Becky and Sasha was sitting together and Charlotte was sitting together.
Well, good, they kept with storylines.
They booed, Becky made the face because they booed her when she hugged Charlotte. They were booing Charlotte. She hugged her mom and showed the little girl, and then she went on out and waited. She kind of pointed to NXT before she went out through the curtain.
Yeah, she's done.
I think she's done.
But SmackDown needs some more women. Mm-hmm. They have strong enough women on Raw with Charlotte and Sasha. Yes. And if you noticed, Nikki has been cleared. You didn't put it on here, but Nikki Bella has been cleared to return to wrestling. She's going to go where her man is, because guess what? They got that kind of pull. So Nikki needs to also go to SmackDown.
Yeah, so she may be the person taking Eva Marie's place.
Oh, didn't even think about that.
She could be bad girl again.
She can be bad. And Bayley and Nikki, that'd be a good match too.
On down the road, yes.
On down the road, of course, building up to it. But yeah, because I mean, you add Bayley, you add Nikki to what we already have in the women's division on SmackDown. That's a good little tournament right there for the women's title.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
The Milky Way Women's Championship.
The what? Milky Way?
Milky Way, yes.
But finally, in your main event, before we get to part 2...
Your main event was for the NXT title, and it was a barn burner. It was a match to see as your champion Samoa Joe took on Shinsuke Nakamura. And after Miss Pinfalls, Muscle Busters, whatever he calls,
Something like that.
Koska,
Something.
knee trembler, whatever.
The knee to the face move.
Yes, 2 of those.
2.
2 of those.
Ooh.
Your winner and new NXT champions, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Very good. So can Samoa Joe be going to Raw or SmackDown Live?
He's got to get his rematches first.
He does got to get the rematch to keep Nakamura going up. Plus, while he's getting his rematch,
And that's what we're saying about
building
Bobby
up.
Roode. If Roode steps in to take on Nakamura, he's going to be healed.
He does have to be healed.
Unless people just really, I mean, the fans are fickle. It all depends where you
They
are.
are, but at the same time,
So,
I want to see Japan versus Japan with Nakamura and Itami. That would be good too. But who would be the heel? Are we
They
going to have
probably
face
that way.
versus face?
they probably do that way.
That would be a great match though.
Tommy won't have. Tommy will not. When he gets a title shot, it won't be against. It'll be against. Could be against Rude.
Probably. I can see that going from Nakamura to Rude to Itami to Aries, something like that.
Yeah. Eric Young.
Oh, if he ever comes back, I haven't heard nothing about him.
I thought I'd seen more news about him. I've seen one little story though that
I didn't even see no stories about him.
I've seen it on Twitter, but it's from a wrestling site. But it could be fake
I
news
mean,
too.
he needs to get his
I've
name
seen it
back
everywhere
out
else.
there.
I wish I'd seen it somewhere else. I feel more comfortable about it, but they said he could show up at his next little tapings.
He needs to get his name back out there. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for part 1 on episode 113. Up next to part 2, we continue with Backlash because it is coming up. They're bringing it back as a SmackDown Live only pay-per-view. So we're going to do 2002, 2003, 2004. That's going to be it for part number 1. Come back for part 2.
Am I going?
I'm just kind
We'll see in a few clicks. Because we're glorious.
of glorious. Victorious.